Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Paul Weymouth, and today I am doing my informal monthly video about my reflections on September and what my goals and aspirations are during the month of October. So this is going to be a little bit more relaxed and informal. So September was a good month overall. I started grad school at the end of August, and September was the first full month of graduate school. I'm trying to get my MLIS degree, and I'm taking two classes, and they're introductory classes. One is Information Communities, and the other is Information Professions. And it's been going well so far. I have good grades in both classes. October is really going to show how I'm going to be dealing with deadlines because there are more projects due. Most of the projects that were due in September were smaller projects. Most of the projects due in October are larger ones. So we'll see how I do with that. I have to, for sure, start early and not to procrastinate on many things, especially a group project that I have, which I'm a little bit concerned about. Other than that, my reading has really taken a backseat to my studying, but I am still getting books done, so that's good. My reading last month was pretty varied. I think probably my favorite thing that I read was the Cordelia's Honor, which is the McMaster Bujold omnibus of Shards of Honor and Barriar. I think that's probably my favorite as far as fiction. As far as non-fiction, I had a good month as well. Actually, I take that back. This is How You Lose the Time War. I forget if I read that at the end of August or beginning of September, but that was really good. Non-fiction, I really enjoyed Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari, and The Art of Relevance by Nina Simon. Those are pretty good. And then as far as like graphic things, I thought Stargazing, the new Jen Wang book, was pretty good. So overall, it was an okay month of reading. I didn't really get as much as I wanted done, but I'm working full time and going to grad school and trying still to go to the gym 3 times a week, which I did with relative success. Some weeks I only got there twice. I'm starting this new 5x5 strong lifts thing where it's only compound exercises, and you do 5 sets, 5 reps of squats, rows, shoulder presses, and bench press. And I'm putting in ab stuff and bicep stuff as well, and that's going well so far. It's a very quick, progressive, and weight type program, so you're actually increasing weight every time you go. So relatively soon I'm going to hit like a serious plateau and have to push through it, so we'll see what happens. I'm a big guy, but I don't lift a whole lot. I don't have like natural strength, so I have to work on it, and it's very soon I'm going to struggle. It's going to be really difficult, and I'll probably fail, but that's the point. Is you get to the point of failure in your 5 sets, and then you try to work through that by either deloading the weight or by sticking to it and just resting more and things of that nature. As far as my health, I lost a few pounds during the month of September. I did the no sugar challenge that I talked about last month into this month. I was relatively successful on that. However, I learned that through doing that, I will substitute the calories that I usually eat for sweets with other types of foods. And my biggest crutch is probably cereal. Sometimes when I don't feel satiated, I will then go and get a bowl of cereal, which is not good. because even though I don't really eat super sugary cereals, I still eat a lot of it, and the milk, and there's a lot of calories in that bowl of cereal, even though I don't think there is. There definitely is. So in October, I would like to clean that up a little bit, and what I would love is to be able to eat similar things for each meal every day at the same time. But it's so difficult, just because my schedule is different every day. So it's tough. Other than that, things are going relatively well. I started the beginning of the month watching a lot of BookTube, and I was really excited about it, but as the month went on, and I had to focus on doing assignments for grad school, and also trying to read the books that I want to read, unfortunately that went to the wayside, so I need to definitely watch more BookTube. So what I've decided to do during the month of October is to schedule my BookTube, Twitter, and content creation and BookTube consumption all at one night. So on Saturday nights, before I was trying to do Sundays, but I'm going to try Saturdays. So Saturday nights, I'm going to create content and also try to use social media as much as I can and watch YouTube videos as much as I can. And then try not to watch any more YouTube for the rest of the week. I've found that YouTube is definitely my go-to distraction thing. And I'll be honest, when you work at a library and you have to research books a lot for your job, when you come home, sometimes the last thing you want to do is listen to people talking about books, just because you spent a good portion of your work dealing with new books and creating book displays and having recommendations for people that want a new book to read, and just helping people getting books. And I absolutely love that. But sometimes when I come home, I want to do something completely different than learn about books, and that usually is actually read the books. So hopefully scheduling my booktubing on a day where I don't work will actually make me more excited to watch booktube videos. So that's I'm going to try that and see how that goes. To go along with that, I've really restricted my social media and my browsing, I guess, time on the computer. I set the Stay Focused app on my browser again, and so I'm restricting like my Twitter usage, my YouTube usage, stuff like that. Things that I want to click on when I want to get sidetracked. And so what I did is I only made a lot of those things available between 10 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. And that's the only time that I can really check them, because I don't have those apps on my phone. So that means I can get away from Twitter a little bit. I keep checking it to see if people have updated their messages, and I don't follow anybody, so I just have like a group of booktubers that I created. So I just click on the group list, and then I read what they posted recently. And honestly, that I should only have to check that maybe once a day, because everyone doesn't post like multiple times a day. A lot of times people only post once or twice, maybe 3 times a day, and I don't really need to check it over and over and over. And so I'm going to try to condense my social media and other usages down to that 1/2 hour during the day, and letting Saturday be the day where I can just like go ham and do whatever I want with that. So hopefully that'll allow me to study in the mornings, work, and then be able to read at nighttime. That is the plan. And I'm trying to only read when I am eating. Instead of watching television or watching something when I eat meals, I'm going to try to read my Kindle or my phone, my ebooks. So that does two things. Reading my Kindle while eating is much easier than reading a book, and also it gets me actually reading my ebooks, which I always put off to the side. So hopefully that'll work out. I'm trying to stay away from television as well. I've been rewatching Angel, and I'm on like the end of season 2, and I'm just gonna kind of put that on hold for now, and focus on books and schoolwork. I will be watching Survivor. It's the 1 hour a week where I'll watch a television show. So that's what I'm going to do in October, basically. Also in October, I am doing a 1 hour challenge, wherein the first hour of the day and the last hour of my day, I will not use anything on the internet. So this will allow me not to check my email, check Twitter, even though it should be off during that time. Check social media, anything like that for the first hour of the day. Exceptions are audiobooks and podcasts, which I will still be listening to, like going to the gym. Basically, I have to be doing something else to be reading or to be listening to those podcasts and audiobooks, and so I have to touch my phone for a second then, but that's about it. So for the first hour and the last hour of my day, so I'm actually going to go to 8 o'clock, do the 8 o'clocks. So 8 o'clock a.m. is when I can use my computer and stuff, and then 8 o'clock p.m. is when I stop using those things. So let's see if that works out for me. I really hope it does. Obviously, if I have a big project due and I have to work on the project that night, I'll do that. But what I want to be able to do is give myself periods of time to read and to relax. So at nighttime, when 8 o'clock comes around, okay, you're done doing schoolwork. Now is your time for the next hour, hour and a half, or 2 hours, depending on what time I go to bed, is just to relax, open up a book, and read. So that's my plan. Hopefully that works out. And in the mornings, I'll probably actually read my schoolwork in the morning. Try to journal maybe, try to do some meditation, things of that nature. We'll see how that works out. So that's basically what my goal is for October. So if you're interested in joining me in that October goal of not using any electronics or internet or screens, however you want to word it, for the first hour and the last hour of your day, let me know and you can join me, and that would be pretty cool. And we can just talk about how we're doing. Anyways, this was my message on September, or my reflections on September and my musings on October. I hope to read more in October. I hope to be more disciplined in October, and just overall have a better month. And yeah, so I will see you guys probably on Saturday, where I'll record some videos, and also where I'll respond to YouTube comments and actually watch some booktube videos and make some comments. So alright everyone, thanks for watching.